Hey everybody, it's Corey here. I want to just talk with you for a moment and take a mindset minute on how to stay on track with your fitness and nutrition on the weekend and still totally enjoy yourself. So I just want to start off by asking if the following scenario is at all familiar. So are you one who does really well with your workouts and eating during the week and then totally falls off the wagon on the weekend? I know I did it for years. So I would be great Monday through Thursday, and then come Friday, it was just game over, and I would enjoy more meals out, and I would enjoy even more snacking at home. I was just less disciplined, more cocktails, more treats, and I didn't understand why I couldn't attain or maintain a healthy weight. And then, of course, it occurred to me, if you eat great 4 days of the week and pretty much eat horribly 3 days of the week, you're more or less canceling it all out. And it's actually a pretty great formula for just maintaining the status quo. So today I want to talk about how can you be more effective and eat better and move more on the weekends and still enjoy your weekends. Because if we're keeping it real, life is way too short to not enjoy our weekends. And if it means that we have to choose between enjoying our weekends and letting loose and having fun and, attaining our ideal weight, I know most of us are going to choose our weekends because so much of our week is so devoted to all of the have to type work, like volunteering and working and carpooling and grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning and basically caring for everyone else. So when the weekend comes, I know a lot of us end up still having a lot of those responsibilities, but hopefully there's a little bit of time for us to relax and unwind. And I know for me, I love food and I love to eat a meal or two that somebody else cooks on the weekend. And I hope you guys are with me on that. So I want to just take a moment and discuss how you can enjoy a cocktail or two and a meal or two out and let go of the stress and just really be present and relax in that moment, and not undo all of the good work that you do during the week. So let's first talk briefly about healthy weekend fitness. So I know that some weekends are like just done. Like you're traveling or you're hosting or you've got a tournament for soccer or gymnastics or whatever it might be, and there is no time. But most weekends are a bit more open than our weekdays, so fitness should absolutely be a part of the weekend. And I know we all do best when we have a plan, so hopefully you regularly create a plan and you plan out your workouts for the weekend. And I will say, I have a Sunday checklist that is on my website, CoreyJohnsonBlog.com, or my momsrunningclub.com website. And it's a really great way to lay out your week and allow for everything you have to get done, but still fitting in your workouts. So find that on one of my websites if you don't already have that. But if you don't have your workouts planned, then I would say, try to be flexible and really try to do what appeals to you in the moment. And I know people would say, nothing sounds fun, Corey, I don't want to work out. But hopefully there's something that sounds fun, or make it fun. So see if one of your kids wants to go for a run with you, or see if one of your friends want to go for a run with you, or see if a friend might want to check out a new workout class or a new yoga class, or pull up Beachbody on Demand or YouTube. There are so many amazing free workouts on YouTube. And if you're not sure where to start, I highly recommend Pop Sugar. Okay? So there's lots and lots of ways to still work out on the weekend. Now let's take a moment and spend a little bit of time on healthy weekend nutrition. You want to enjoy your weekend, and to do that, you should have more flexibility. And you should maybe, break some of those rules that you set for yourself when you're really eating well, when you're really trying to eat clean and lean. But to break some of those rules while still keeping your eyes on your goals, here's what I believe to be the secret. I believe that you should choose one splurge meal each day and make the rest of the day super clean and lean. So not a splurge weekend, right? Not a total weekend of just going off the rails, but a splurge meal and the rest of the day is clean. So whether it's Sunday brunch or Saturday night burgers, one meal per day, if the rest of the day is done well, can be savored and enjoyed without guilt or really any impact on your goals. And here's the thing. Like I said, I love food. And I feel like the best part is if I make the rest of my day super clean and lean, then I savor that meal so much more. If I already feel kind of sluggish and bloated, that meal is less enjoyable. And I love to enjoy my food. So if you're going to have a really wonderful splurge meal, what do you want the rest of your day to look like? I am a big believer in small meals spaced apart. Intermittent fasting right now is a huge trend, and while I see the value, I actually kind of prefer this. This works better for me. I don't want to have huge blocks of time where I'm just not allowed to eat. I'd rather eat little bits here and there throughout my day. And there is a learning curve, and it will take you a bit of time to determine what combinations of foods that you enjoy and that give you energy for a couple of hours. But I think once you get the hang of it, you might even choose that you want to do it daily. And I know I do it most days. When you eat small meals, you never experience that bloated, overstuffed feeling, and you'll be surprised how good it feels to feed your body what it needs when it needs it, rather than just eating a big meal because the clock says it's lunchtime. This is really a form of intuitive eating, and I will say over and over again, when you eat intuitively, your confidence will soar. So for those of us like me who struggled with diets and weight for decades, learning to eat intuitively really teaches us that we can trust ourselves around food, and that is really, really positive and really empowering. So you can go to my website and see a big post that I did on intuitive eating. But what I like for mini meals, I like to call them mini meals, and it's simply like a serving of protein with a whole grain. Like, I love Shakeology. People know I'm a Beachbody person. I love Shakeology. I love nuts and fruit, like, nuts with a side of fruit, fruit with a side of nuts, fruit with a side of nut butter. There's really a lot of really healthy, wonderful bars out there now. Taking a bar does not mean you're taking junk anymore. And I really love the app Fujicate to help you find yourself a good option. It's a really great app where you can scan the barcode on bars or any other food, and get a letter grade and find the best option for you. So something like whole grain cereal, a sandwich, and just a sandwich. You don't have to have a sandwich with 3 sides, right? So lots and lots of mini meals. Okay, another thing that you want to do is water, water, water. I am a broken record on this. I admit it, and I own it because it's simply the easiest and best habit to adopt when it comes to living your healthy lifestyle. The more water that you drink, the less you're going to mindlessly snack. The more water that you drink, the less you're going to mistake thirst for hunger and go eat when what you really need to do is hydrate. And the more you're drinking water, the more you're detoxing. So yes, drink water all the time, but especially on the weekends, and especially if your splurge meal might include saltier foods or cocktails. So those things that dehydrate you, make sure you're drinking lots of water to offset that dehydration. And finally, I just want to say, savor the heck out of that splurge meal. When you go to enjoy that meal, Guilt, there's no guilt. There should never be guilt around food, around eating, but you earned it. You're hungry, you're ready to dive in, and you should. Now, just a couple quick tips on that splurge meal. First of all, ignore these tips if you'd like, because it should be savored. But, if you want a couple quick tips that can kind of help you stay on track, I would say be mindful of sugars when it comes to your cocktails. Just a tip, and if you love margaritas, then go for it, right? Another tip would be get your veggies at dinner. If you love steak and you want a big steak or a big burger, then go for it by all means. But see if you can find room for some veggies as well. And I personally love the veggie sides at most steakhouses. Your local pub often doesn't have a lot of great veggie sides, but wow, steakhouses have great veggies. And if after your splurge meal, if you're thinking about dessert, I say absolutely go for it, but be sure you're actually hungry. And if you're not actually hungry, then get it to share or get it to go. All right. So I tried to keep this quick, and I know it wasn't super quick. It wasn't exactly a mindset minute. It was more of a mindset 5 or 10 minutes. But I hope that this helps you as you approach your weekend to think about how you can really and truly stay on track, but enjoy yourself, because you absolutely should enjoy yourself. You deserve it. You work hard, and we all need to just let go every once in a while. So hit me with your questions, hit me with your comments. Either way, I hope that you have an amazing weekend coming up, and I hope that you get to really enjoy a splurge meal that somebody else cooks. See ya.